Hey guys, this is Kamaguno, and today I'm doing a review for a really cool show, Wolfblood, Season 3, Episode 1. Now, this is an awesome TV show. It's a British show. I've been watching this since Season 1, and I did watch Season 2 on time, and I did watch it, but I just didn't end up reviewing it. But with Season 3, I really wanted to put the show out there and let people know about it, especially if you're a big supernatural werewolf fan, like I do review a lot of werewolf shows. I thought, why not review a really cool show like Wolfblood that just, again, don't think is out there enough. So let's talk about this season. This is the new season. I will be reviewing each episode of Wolfblood, so might be a couple hours late, or depending where you live, it might be a day late, but you will get these Wolfblood reviews. But let's talk about this episode. There will be spoilers, so if you haven't watched the episode yet, be warned, there are spoilers. So with this episode, we have what is life without Maddie. Maddie left in the end of Season 2, and that's been the big question of Series 3. Are we going to go see Maddie? Are we going to see her in the season? And we get some tidbits of that here. I think it's going to definitely be a lead up to finding Maddie. It's not that the actress couldn't do it, at least that's what it seems like. It definitely seems story reasons that Maddie was not here. But with this episode, we get to see that Ridian is very upset that Maddie's not there. Shannon, Tom, they're all very upset. And they have to stay away from Dr. Whitewood. And she's obsessed with werewolves as much as, and probably more than Shannon. Everyone thinks she's that Dr. Whitewood's crazy. So we also find out about this new organization that is run by Wolfbloods and research Wolfbloods. So throughout the whole episode, we get to see that Dr. Whitewood wants to out Ridian once she finds out and thinks that Ridian is a Wolfblood. So she's about to out him, and the new character who's part of this Wolfblood corporation offers Dr. Whitewood a job. And Dr. Whitewood's like, alright, I'll back off. This is awesome. I'm doing this all for science anyways, not to out anybody. I don't really care if people think I'm crazy, but at least I'm doing this job. So this means that Maddie could come back. How is Maddie going to come back? That's a big question. And what point of the season will she come back is a big question. So what do I think about this episode? Let's, talk about the elephant in the room. Did this show feel different without Maddie? I say yes and no. I think, Maddie's an awesome character. She's obviously the main character of the show, so it's really weird not to see Maddie, but I like the suspense of not seeing her, and I like how the crew has definitely kept it under wraps if Maddie's going to be in the season or not, and what point of the season we'll see her. And you get little clues of like where she is that maybe we'll have an opportunity to see her, but it's that build up of when are we going to see Maddie? Where are we going to see Maddie? How is she going to change? Because she's been in the wild or been on the run for 2 months. And how is Shannon, Tom, and Ridian going to have the chance to tell her, hey, you could come back, there's no threat anymore? Or will she not want to come back? So getting back to it, the big elephant in the room, was this episode good without her? Yeah, honestly it was. I don't know how I feel if it was the whole season without Maddie. I think it does feel like a different show, but it's cool because we actually see these supporting characters, which I think the show does wonderful, how they have a great story for each supporting character, even just classmates like the Kays, Jimmy, Henry, even Mr. Jeffries. I love that they all have defined characters. And you get to focus on these characters even more. We get to see one of the Kays' mom here. So I think that's the one really cool thing about this episode, is that the supporting characters just had a lot more room to shine, because that's really what's supporting the show right now, is the supporting characters. Even though Ridian's a main character, he's a supporting character. Maddie was that main character. So it's really cool to see focusing on these classmates also, which I always thought was very unique to Wolfblood, is having these human characters and not changing them into Wolfbloods or supernatural characters. It's having these human characters living with Wolfbloods. That's the point of the show. But a lot of supernatural shows just really don't stay on that track. Usually there's a couple of human characters, but they end up being supernatural in some way. This show sticks to that human element, which I love about Wolfblood, and what I think makes unique about it. Something I also loved that was focused in this episode was Ridian, Shannon, and Tom's friendship. You know, they, obviously in Series 1, they didn't really know each other, and that friendship grew as they learned more about each other. And I really love that that friendship is not just because of Maddie. It's really all three of them have a great friendship and a great bond. And again, it's not because, oh, you know, the boyfriend or, you know, just the friend that's kind of in the group. They all have really great chemistry and great, again, great bondage with each other. And I love that Ridian, even though Shannon and Tom are a little immature, which I love those scenes. I love that whole entire immature scene of them kind of playing around like with the skeleton. I thought that was great. But even though they're immature, you know, Ridian trusts Tom and Shannon with his life. And I love that idea, and I love the idea of packs in general. They explore really well, and I think with this season we're going to see even more. Isn't it enough that Shannon and Tom are not supernatural beings? And can they be in the pack? Because automatically in Series 2, they were in the pack. So it didn't matter that they're human. They never questioned it. And now it seems like that element is being questioned. I think with a show that has so much to do with supernatural creatures living in this human world and trying to hide, and again, not having these humans become supernatural characters randomly, I think that's really cool, and I'm excited for them to explore that idea. So overall, I like the story a lot. I thought it was a really solid premiere. I like what they did with Dr. Whitewood. I think that's a pretty cool story, and I'm excited to see what happens to Maddie and when and where we're going to see her, and again, just how this show is going to flow without Maddie. And I thought the first episode did it really well, and I'm excited for the other supporting character stories too. I thought Mr. Jeffries really shined in this episode. I think this had a lot of character development for him, and I think he's a really cool teacher. So really cool episode. I'm going to give this a solid 4. Again, I'll have a review for Tuesday's episode also, and I'll keep reviewing Wolfblood. So hope you guys enjoyed. I definitely think you guys should watch the show if you haven't seen it in the past. It's really awesome, and hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic and the Random Situations. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, in the description below, there's links for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter, and also like the Facebook page, Like Father, Like Daughter. Also want to remind you guys, this Sunday, which is really cool news, on Media Madness on Comic Frontline, in the description below, there's links for Comic Frontline. We are going to have the creator of Wolfblood talking about the show on Media Madness. So Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, we are going to have Debbie Moon on the show. So super excited about that. And yeah, so be sure to check that out and subscribe to Comic Frontline. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.